Hey, okay, so I'm gonna try and keep this quick. A couple stuff I want to talk about: some lead code, some cool color stuff, and some leadership stuff. Lead code, as I was talking about for in my lead code phases, I'm back in my grinding phase, and compared to when I first started off, I'm really happy. 'Cause I think when I first started off, first I didn't even know I could use Python and stuff like that for lead code problems. Because I just saw SQL, I was like, oh shoot, I can only use SQL, and I just did my like the one I was even working. I think it was a database one. I think for because they have these different like 150 questions for interviews, 150 questions to prepare you for SQL, blah blah blah. So I didn't know those Python, Java languages I knew a bit better. So I was really happy to find that out a couple months ago. So now like I can actually use those languages. It's much more I think engaging, especially Python being my love language. So it's awesome to be able to use it to solve problems. But I think even on top of that, I start back into this lead code grind of mine. It's much more. The growth is, I think, is much more noticeable. Because with the SQL one, I was definitely learning. I was reading stuff. I was understanding them. But with this one, it's like okay, I can see from the first question to the next question. Like okay, don't make that same mistake. Look at how. Because what I do after I find the solution, I'll go to the top solution with the fastest speed, fastest runtime, or yeah, quickest runtime, and I'm like, okay, how they do it, and what's their logic going to it, and it's like I can see those small improvements here and there. At first, I could not like the first one I did, I could not solve it. To be fair though, I think a lot of people online admitted that it wasn't easy because I was targeting the easy ones just to get back into my grind. So then people online admitted that was not an easy one. But eventually, what I did was I looked up Nico. Nico is a YouTube channel that covers Nico questions. Amazing channel. I definitely recommend to check it out. So I watched the video. I'm like, okay. Now I'm getting more familiar with the mindset I need to tackle these problems because I do think the problems, the legal problems in my experience at least, they require a certain mindset or frame of mind, however you want to put it, to tackle the problems. I'm like, okay, this is how I should look at it at. And to be honest, as someone who codes, I haven't been the best with actually like, visualizing my code before coding. It's only on I started doing my coding classes where I taught people that I was trying to visualize it for them. I found this website that visualizes Python codes for but like beyond that, even just drawing out the codes and tackling the problems, I've never been the best at it. I'm like, now I have to do these problems. I'm trying to get into the habit of drawing it out. Even now, I don't think I'm the best, but I've started the habit. So like I'll at least drawing the box. Like I said, it's a hash map problem, a problem that requires a hash map or like a dictionary, a problem that basically if it has to do with an array, I'll draw up the boxes. I'm like, okay, that gives me a better idea of how to tackle it. And what I also do is like I pretend. I won't say I'm being interviewed, but I pretend like I'm teaching someone, walking someone through my thought process, and now I say it out loud. I do think that's gonna be helpful in an interview. Um, but yeah, give me a second. Sorry, just need to check the time real quick. But yeah, so that's what I've been doing with the legal stuff. It's really been fun. So let's say I encounter like a difficult problem. I have no idea what to do. Honestly, what I'll do first is like I'll go to ChatGPT because I know for like what. Let me give my opinion on ChatGPT real quick. When it comes to coding, I don't think ChatGPT is the best. It can't just like fully appreciate as a programmer, but it can do a lot of stuff that are helpful. I think in the whole AI conversation, there's been talks of such extremes that we forget like the actual use case. And yeah, we forget like the best use cases for it, right? I think it's a good tutor, and as long as you have a genuine idea and you can probably notice hallucinations in the AI model, hallucinations or when AI just makes something, says something that's not true, then you should be fine. So what I do, I use like as a tutor. So let's say I see a solution, I'm like, what's going on there? I'll use the AI to break it down for me. Another thing I use is Lead Code. So those tools give me like the idea of what to do next. Because sometimes I really just encounter a problem I have no idea. Right? That was like the when I was first getting back in. Now I'm doing it again. I now have. I'm not gonna say I'm like an expert, but now I'm like I can at least I have a pickaxe I can at least like mine with, even if it's like a wooden pickaxe, you know. So yeah, that's like my legal journey so far. I'm trying to do more and more. So like what I did to start my day is just like do a couple problems in the morning, some internship applications. I actually even go apply to those once I found look for internship applications after that. So just having this framework, because I think as a programmer, it's so easy, or for me at least. Let me stop being general. It's easy to fall into like this small pond of like, oh, okay, I know this stuff, I know this stuff, and not realizing how much more you need to learn, and just how much more you have to improve as a result. So I know this sounds bad, but the thing I do now, because sometimes I'm in environments when I shouldn't be laughing, or it's something in my mind, like something pops up in my mind that I think is really funny. But then, like, I'm in not a serious environment, just no one understands what I'm thinking in my head. So I can't just start laughing out loud. So I just like remind myself I don't have an internship yet, so I have to get locked in, right? And that's a cool thing I use for myself. And I think an internship is important to me as a person right now, because I think I really want that tech experience. I also kind of want to level up in just my skills, my resume. I don't want to fall behind per se, right? Because I know that, for one, it's just, I'm not even going to talk about competition. I think it's just really fun. I think it'll be awesome, especially the summer job. I think it's really cool having like a job where you can contribute to a larger group and have impact and just learn stuff along the way. I think that's really awesome as well. Meet new people, learn new cool like tech stuff. I actually do like the internship application process because you can see what new different companies are working on. So I think Roblox is working on this new AR thing, and I think that's really cool. And I really want to like be a part of those processes here and there. I know Duolingo is working for one of their internship applications. They work with an AI chatbot. I think that's really something really cool that I would like to do. I'd also like to go to the office of Duolingo and recommend like maybe doing some more African languages. So maybe having Igbo, that's a language that's my native language in Nigeria, because you have the different ethnic groups or tribes, and then I'm from the Igbo ethnic group. Anyways, I like that part of the internship. I think that's the thing that beyond all you have to get an internship to get a job and you have to do all that, and the networking, I think it's just really, really fun. I think I'm really happy about this. I think that's been a big drive for me when it comes to this whole computer science thing. I touched on it before about how I've always been scared, like, do I really find computer science programming fun? And it's like, now I get to do it more. I do realize it's really fun. I guess I am still in the early days of college, but even like before then, getting to teaching programming is something I really do like. I think it's really cool to show off all the cool stuff, talk about some cool tech stuff, and it's really awesome when you just become a better programmer. But even moving on to that, I think when it comes to cool college stuff, as a senior in college, I definitely thought I had a very packed schedule. I was leading like 5-6 clubs, taking advanced level classes, and I was like, wake up at 6 a.m., go to get ready at like 7, go to school around 8, and start classes at 8:30. And I was like, dang, this is hard, right? And then that's the first half of senior year, that was college application. Second half, there's IB exams you have to study for. It was a really tight schedule, right? So I'm really happy, at least for like my college schedule, because I remember I chose my afternoon classes, and my mom and my older brothers like, maybe afternoon classes weren't the best, or something I had to just experience. And personally, I've loved them so far. It's not that I'm not a morning person, but I think the morning is when I like initialize myself. I want to use more computer science words. I don't know if that's the best word to use, but it's like when I set on my stuff and I get ready for the day. So I'm still loading up in the morning. So if I do something too heavy in the morning, it messes up my whole process, I think. But yeah, I also just like going for a walk in the morning, just having the time to enter like the right state of mind to tackle the problems. Having like time in between my classes also allows me to take more notes. I really love the college process. The actual college experience. I think if I could go back, I wouldn't like mess with time travel and stuff, but like it's nice because I think my high school senior self was really worried about how I didn't want college to be a replica of my senior year in a sense. I felt like that was a very jam-packed schedule. I do really appreciate the freedom I have with this current schedule and what I can do with it. But yeah, besides that though, I'm just going to kind of wrap this up because it's kind of getting a bit long. There's a PNC networking event I'm going to tomorrow, so that's like 11 a.m. to p.m. So my first class is at 1 p.m. So I'll be around there for like 2 hours, and maybe even come a bit early to help set up, and then network with some people, check out my resume. I'm working on the website, my own personal website, and that's taking a while. I got some work done today. I really hate just the alignment of different like elements when it comes to the website, because the ID tag, I'll take you some picture of the ID tag, the text isn't, the bottom half of the text isn't aligning with the image, and it's like a very annoying process. So it could maybe like an ID card. But yeah, besides that, still working towards my DP203 certificate. I'm done with my 3D printing modules for the Open Lab Makerspace. I can go do some 3D printing jobs there. I attended the NESB meeting. I attended the CME, that's just like a film shooting thing. I just wanted to see was available. Maybe even get some equipment. That would be awesome. But yeah, just keeping to myself. Not keeping to myself, but doing what I need to do. The two leadership stuff I'm interested in right now is the president of Sutherland, and NESB has these first year roles. NESB is the National Society of Black Engineers, and the chapter I'm in has these roles for freshmen, so I want to apply to those. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say today. I'll probably go more in depth into different stuff I've said in this episode on a later date, but that's all I have to say today. So have a great day.